Hey guys, it's time for another review, and this one will take place in the small country Panau in Southeast Asia, which has broken all ties with the US and has fallen into the hands of the new leader and dictator Baby Panay. Of course the US isn't going to stand for this and sends in the best of the best, Rico Rodriguez. What is he the best in? In making stuff go boom, of course, all the while giving Mr. Physics the finger. Welcome to Just Cause 2.
I can't just waltz up and say, "Hey, I'm a criminal, and I'd like to work for your organization."
Sure, so I'll just tell old crooks of this island that an international gun for hire is visiting Panau. Mr. Scorpion. They're always looking for new talent.
Okay, but I'll need guns and vehicles.
Alright, let me say this right here and right now. You don't want to play this game for its story. It's stupid and the execution is flawed on many levels. The script stinks, the pacing is inconsistent, the plot twists are obvious half a game early, the voices have horrendous fake accents and sound terrible, and the amount of corniness is so thick that it makes even the worst B-movies shudder.
What is this? Yeah, of the stupid American dog? I saw you coming a mile away, Agency Minion!
This game is big, no, make that immense actually. Not only are there a lot of missions and optional things to do, but the game world itself is also unbelievably big and varied. Panau is a rather strange country, as you'll find deserts, forests, high mountains, big cities, beautiful bays, and it even has a Zeppelin nightclub. How is this a hidden country? Seems like a dream come true for travel agencies to me. As you might have gathered by now, Just Cause 2 is a huge sandbox game along the lines of the Grand Theft Auto and the more closely resembling Mercenaries series. You go about completing missions for different factions and slowly progress the story. Out of these missions you can freely explore the land, collect hidden items, complete challenges and generally cause as much chaos as you can by blowing stuff up, which in turn will unlock more missions and gear to play with. Weapons and vehicles can be stolen from anyone who happens to own them. Nothing is safe from Rico once he has set his sights on it. Now the amount of weapons isn't too big, but all the weapons feel different from each other, which is nice. There are plenty of vehicles though, including motorcycles, cars, tanks, boats, helicopters and airplanes. You can also buy weapons and vehicles by calling a black market heli, which can also extract you to locations you've already been to. Every time you buy something the thing leaves though, which is really irritating. If you want to buy 2 different weapons and a vehicle for example, you'll need to call it 3 times. Also the prices are ridiculous. With everything so easy to steal, it's just a waste to buy stuff. Especially since it usually ends up blown to bits anyway. At least that's the fate of most vehicles I had Rico drive or fly around in. And come on, what sounds more fun to you? Giving money for something delivered, not even gift wrap by the way, or zip onto a fighter helicopter, punch the pilot in the face and throw him out to take the seat? Yeah, easy choice, right? Rico has some cool toys to help him get around, like his grappling hook. With that you can travel over any terrain and grab hold of anything. Rico also has an unlimited amount of parachutes tucked away somewhere. Combined, these gadgets make traversing any terrain at any height a breeze, although they don't help much in the water. You can really pull off some cool stunts and you can let your creativity go wild with all the freedom. It did take me a while to get the hang of the controls though, it just didn't feel very intuitive to me. But once you get it down, you can have some excellent fun. As long as you don't restrict yourself in some way by, oh I don't know, missions for example. All that freedom is great and all, but as soon as you have a time limit or some stupid AI character to watch over, you'll start to really get frustrated if things don't work out like you would have hoped. And you'll soon find out that the most effective way to deal with situations is just to shoot everyone in sight and treat the game as a standard third-person shooter. The problem here is that the game makes for a rather poor shooter. There are no cover mechanics and evading maneuvers are pretty clunky to use and overall useless. Also the hit detection is ridiculously generous, which is fine if you suck, but if you are used to aiming at the heads, this will be rather frustrating. There is a precise aim mode, yeah, but this takes even more maneuverability away from you, making it worthless in my opinion.
This angers me.
Graphically, the game looks great, especially considering the size of Panau and that there are no load times during gameplay at all. Although you will find some copy-paste jobs when it comes to locations and structures, for the most part it really does look varied. Also, when textures get closest they don't look as hot anymore and really flat, but for the most part the game just looks great, especially when seen from the air. There are also a couple of glitches that I've noticed. Most are not game breaking, like speech getting tangled up. However, I also had to reload once and even restart the whole 360 once because the game just got broken and unresponsive in some way. At first I figured my 360 was dying or something, but it seems more people are having these bugs happen. They are rare though and shouldn't get in the way of enjoying the game. Plus the many checkpoints make it so you never have to redo big portions of the game again. At the end of the road, Just Cause 2 is a hard game to really recommend to everyone for me. It can be a lot of fun for your sick little mind which loves to cause as much trouble as possible, just because. But this can also become rather boring and the story and missions are nothing to write home about. Also, even with the extraction feature from the black market, you can expect to travel from place to place quite a lot and sometimes this can take well over 15 minutes. Personally, I think Just Cause 2 is an alright game to occasionally just have fun with for a bit, but is ultimately forgettable. If you're into sandbox games though, there is a lot of fun to be had here. And hey, it has ninjas in it, so it gets awesome points for that, right?
I hate ninjas.
Alright, maybe not. Well guys, thank you very much for watching again and I hope you enjoyed this review. As always, do let me know what you think. See you soon, take care.
Get back here, Rico. I fixed you up a mean margarita.